potential between the plates of the capacitor, electric field and energy stored. Okay, ma'am? So this effect of a dielectric, so that is what happens to all these parameters if a dielectric is introduced. This we will study in two conditions. Okay, ma'am? First condition is when battery is connected to the capacitor, and in second condition when it is a charged capacitor and battery is disconnected from the capacitor. Okay, ma'am? So first condition is what? First condition is when capacitor is connected to battery. When capacitor is connected to battery. Okay, ma'am? So what is the meaning of this one? It means that, so this is the capacitor, so this is positively charged and this is the negatively charged plate. So a battery is always present in connection whose potential difference is V. Okay, ma'am? Now after this what we are doing, we are taking a dielectric and we are inserting in between the gap of these plates. Okay, ma'am? Then what happens to these different parameters that we are going to study when battery is in connection? Okay. So first condition what we will study, first one which we will study is capacitance. Okay, ma'am? Now can you say what happens to capacitance if I insert a dielectric whose dielectric constant is K? Can you say, ma'am, what will happen? What will happen? See, ma, here capacitance is independent of charge stored. That's all, ma. So capacitance depends on what? Capacitance is what? Ability of the conductor to store charge. Okay, ma? It doesn't depend on the conditions in which the capacitor is present. So therefore, in previous condition we have studied, no, ma? If a dielectric completely fills the gap which is present in between the plates of the capacitor, then what is the total equivalent capacitance? It is C is equals to K into E naught, C naught. C is equals to K into C naught. What is the meaning of this one? What is the meaning of this one, ma? Come on. What is C naught? C naught is initial capacitance. C naught is called as initial capacitance. So capacitance has increased by how many times? Capacitance has increased by K times. Clear, ma? Whether this capacitor, if it is connected to battery or not connected to battery, just if you introduce a dielectric of dielectric constant K, its capacitance always increases by K times. So therefore, C is equals to K into C naught. Okay? Or also I can write C is equals to K into E naught A divided by D. What is E naught A into E naught A divided by D? So it is K times of C naught, initial capacitance. Area of each plate is A, distance between the plates is D. So K into E naught A divided by D. That is the condition. Okay. Second one, potential difference. Potential difference. Okay, ma'am? Now can you say what happens to potential difference if I insert a dielectric when battery is still in connection? Can you say what happens? What happens to the potential difference between the plates of the capacitor if I insert a dielectric when battery is in connection? When battery is in connection. Can you see? What happens? What happens, ma? Potential difference does not change. Why potential difference does not change, ma? Because the capacitor is connected to same battery, no? So until battery is not changing, potential difference between the plates of the capacitor also will not change. All of you are able to understand, ma? So here potential difference is not going to change because battery, this capacitor is connected to same battery. Potential of the battery cannot change. So potential difference between the plates of the capacitor also cannot change. So that is the condition. Third one is charge stored. Charge stored. Clear, ma? So before insertion of dielectric, let charge be Q naught. What is this Q naught? Initial charge. initial charge. Before introduction of dielectric, q amount of plus q naught amount of charge was present on positive plate, minus q naught amount of charge was present on negative plate. Now after inserting this dielectric, can you say charge stored in between the plates of the capacitor, will it increase or not, or will it decrease or not, or will it remains constant or not? Anybody? Can you say? Think. Everything is present on the board only. What is the formula for charge stored? Q is equals to C into V only, no ma? Charge stored formula is Q is equals to C into V. So capacitance is how much? Final capacitance has increased by K times, no? When you are introducing a dielectric, capacitance always increases by K times. So capacitance is how much? K into C naught. Potential difference, we are saying that potential difference is not changing. So potential difference remains to be V only. Clear, no? So therefore charge stored is how much? K into C naught into V. Okay, ma? So Q naught, how I can write? Q naught I can write it as C naught into V, no ma? Q is equals to C into V. Initial charge is initial capacitance into potential difference. So final charge is K into C naught into V. So therefore Q can be written as K into Q naught. Now what do you understand? With this relation, what do you understand? That is the meaning of this phenomenon. Not initial charge, final charge. Final charge has increased by how many times? Final charge stored in between the plates of the capacitor has increased by K times. This is understandable, no ma? This is understandable. Why? If a potential difference is remaining constant and the capacitance of the capacitance is increasing. What is meant by capacitance? Ability to store charge. If it increases, automatically charge stored in between the plates of the capacitor also increases. That's all, no ma? Next, fourth one. So I am not writing all the results, ma. So I hope you can understand. So capacitance is increased by K times, potential difference is not changing, charge stored has increased by K times. Okay. Next, what about electric field in between the plates of the capacitor, E value? What is happening to electric field in between the plates of the capacitor? Is it increasing or decreasing? Electric field in between the plates of the capacitor. Can you see? So electric field can be written as E is equals to V divided by D, no ma? Relation between electric field and potential difference in differential form, E is equals to minus dV divided by dr. Or I can write E is equals to D by V in general form. Clear, ma? So E is equals to V by D. Potential difference, is it changing, ma? Potential difference, is it changing? No. Distance between the plates, is it changing? Distance between the plates of the capacitor, is it changing? No. So potential difference also not changing, distance between the plates also not changing. So therefore E remains to be E only. So therefore electric field also does not change. Electric field also does not change. Clear, ma? Next, last, fifth one. Energy stored. Energy stored in between the plates of the capacitor. Okay. So energy stored formula, half CV square, no? Energy stored in between the plates of the capacitor is how much? Half CV square. So therefore energy is equals to half into final capacitance is how much? K into C naught. So K into C naught multiplied by V square. Potential difference is not changing, no? So B square remains to be V square only. So therefore energy stored is equals to K into half C naught into V square. Or can I write E is equals to K into E naught, ma? Can I write E is equals to K into E naught? What is meant by E naught? E naught is what? E naught is initial energy stored. Initial energy stored is how much? Initial energy stored is equals to half CV square. Clear, ma? So therefore final energy stored in between the plates of the capacitor, has it increased or decreased? Final energy stored definitely increased, no? Increased by how many times? Increased by how many times? K times, that's all. So here you make a statement of that one. So therefore energy stored has increased by K times. Clear ma? So these are the different parameters which you should carefully analyze and you must remember. Are you able to understand ma? So capacitance always increases ma. Whether it is connected to a battery, whether it is not connected to a battery, whatever may be the condition, capacitance always increases. Next, potential difference. Potential difference is not changing because battery is not changing. Charge stored is definitely increasing because capacitance is increasing by K value. Therefore, charge stored increases by K value. Clear ma? Potential electric field does not change because potential difference is not changing. Energy stored increases by K times because capacitance is increasing by K times. Clear ma? So make a note up to here. Then in the tomorrow's class we will study. So what are the different changes which happens in this one when this battery is disconnected and if it is a fully charged capacitor. Okay ma? Here. Okay ma? So yesterday we were studying about introduction of dielectric and what are the different change in parameters when a dielectric is introduced. So yesterday we have studied so insertion of dielectric when battery is connected. Okay ma? Now we will study introduction of dielectric. Introduction of dielectric when battery is not connected. Okay ma? When battery is not connected, then what are the different change in parameters that we are going to study now? Clear na ma? So this is a capacitor, positive plate, and this is a negative plate. So this capacitor is charged. Okay ma? Now we are introducing a dielectric in the gap between the plates of this capacitor. So dielectric is being introduced. Clear? So first one, there is no connection. So battery is not at all connected to this capacitor. Clear na? So first one we will study about charge. Charge. So initially there was Q naught amount of charge. So after introducing this dielectric, can you say what will be the change in charge stored in this capacitor ma? So before introduction of dielectric, charge stored was Q naught. After the introduction of dielectric, charge stored in this capacitor, will it change or not? Okay, can you see? So here charge stored remains the same. Charge stored remains same. Why charge stored remains the same ma? Because there is no connection of battery no ma. So what is the initial charge? Same final amount of charge will be stored. So according to law of conservation of charge you cannot increase or charge you cannot decrease also. So total charge remains to be same. Okay. So then what about capacitance? What about capacitance of this circuit? So initial capacitance, let it be C naught. So final capacitance will be how much ma? Final capacitance will be how much, can you see? So this dielectric is having a dielectric constant of K. So final capacitance will be how much? Can you say anybody? So final capacitance will be K into C naught. This already we have studied no ma? So capacitance does not depend on whether you are connecting the battery, whether you are not connecting the battery. Capacitance doesn't depend on that. Capacitance only depends upon the introduction of dielectric or not. Clear na ma? So therefore, whether if a dielectric constant K is completely inserted in between the gap between the plates of the capacitor, then capacitance always increases by K times. So initial capacitance, if it is C naught, final capacitance is K into C naught. Clear na ma? So second one, third one. What about potential difference? What about potential difference ma? Can you see? Come on, try to say. Okay ma? So potential difference V is equals to Q divided by C. That is the formula no ma? So let initial potential difference be V naught. Final potential difference, how can I write? Final potential difference. Okay ma? So V is equals to Q. charge remains to be same, no? Charge always remains to be same. So Q naught divided by C. What about capacitance? Capacitance has increased by K times. So K into C naught. So therefore what I can write? So it is 1 by K times of Q naught divided by C naught. That's all, number. So therefore, can I write it as V is equals to 1 by K into V naught? I can write like this, number. So therefore, what happens to the potential? Potential has decreased by K times. That's all, no? So therefore, here you write down. So potential between the plates of capacitor decreased by how many times? Decreased by K times. That's all, no? So potential difference between the plates of the capacitor has decreased by K times. Okay. Next, fourth one. So what about electric field? Electric field in between the plates of the capacitor. Clear, ma? So let initial electric field, let it be E naught. Okay, ma? So final electric field E is equals to V divided by D. This is the formula, no, ma? In differential form, electric field E is equals to minus dV divided by dr. Okay, ma? So in general form, I can write E is equals to V divided by D. Okay. So potential difference is how much? So therefore, initial potential difference, I can write it is V naught divided by D. Clear, ma? Final potential difference, I can write V is equals to, so V naught divided by K divided by, distance between the plates will not change. So V naught by K divided by D. So therefore, electric field, how I can write? I can write it is 1 by K times of V naught divided by D. So therefore, electric field is equals to 1 by K times of E naught. That's all, number. So therefore, electric field between the plates of the capacitor also has decreased by K times. That is the meaning of this one. So therefore, electric field also decreased by K times. That's all, number. So then final one. Final one is energy stored in the capacitor. Okay. So fifth one is energy stored in between the plates of the capacitor. Clear, ma? So initial energy, let it be half C naught V naught square, half CV square. So final energy, how can I calculate? U is equals to half CV square. So U is equals to half into capacitance increases by K times number, so Kc naught. So when battery is not connected, potential difference decreases by K times, so V naught by K whole square. So therefore it is half into C naught into V naught square into K divided by K square. So therefore U is equals to 1 by K times of half C naught into V naught square. So therefore it is equals to 1 by K times of initial energy stored in between the plates of the capacitor. Clear, ma? So therefore in this condition, energy stored in between the plates of the capacitor also has reduced by K times. Clear? So these are the different conditions which we have when a dielectric introduced in between the plates of the capacitor when battery is not connected. Okay, ma? Come on. Make a note up to here. In a parallel plate capacitor, capacitance increases from 4 microfarads to 80 microfarads on introducing a dielectric in between the plates of the capacitor. What is the dielectric constant? Anybody, can you answer, ma? 20, that's all. Clear, no, ma? Because C naught, what is C naught? Before introducing the dielectric. Okay, ma? So C, after introducing the dielectric. Then what is the relation between them? Relation between them is C is equals to K into C naught. This is the relation number. So K is equals to C divided by C naught. So final capacitance is how much? It is 80 microfarads. Initial capacitance is 4 microfarads. Clear, number? So 80 by 4 is how much? It is 20. Okay. Now can you say what is the unit of this dielectric constant, ma? unit of this dielectric constant is how much? No units, because this is a dimensionless quantity. So here microfarads and microfarads also get cancelled. Okay, that's all. Plate capacitor with air. With air means what, ma? In between the plates of the capacitor, there is only air which is present. So it has a capacitance of 8 microfarads. So therefore, initial capacitance C0 is equal to 8 microfarads. Okay. Separation between the plates is reduced to half. So let this one be E naught A divided by D, epsilon naught A divided by D. Okay, ma? So after separation is reduced to half. After separation is reduced to half. 80 microfarads is correct. Okay, ma? That is correct. Half. Then new capacitance C is equal to what I can write, or I will write C dash. C dash is equals to, so E naught A divided by D by 2. That's all, ma? Epsilon naught is not changing. Area of the plates is also not changing. That's just distance between the plates is reduced. So if distance between the plates is reduced, then it is 2 E naught A divided by D. Already we have done these calculations many times. It means capacitance increases by 2 times. So C dash is equals to 2 into 8 microfarads. 2 into 8 microfarads is how much, ma? 16 microfarads is the new capacitance when a gap between the plates is reduced to half. Now after this, again what we are doing, again we are introducing a dielectric constant to 5. So if a dielectric is introduced, then final capacitance is how much? Final capacitance C is equals to K into C dash. That's all, ma? This is the relation. So therefore C is equals to dielectric constant is 5 into C dash value is 16 microfarads. 16 5 are 80 microfarads. Okay, ma? So this is the total final capacitance after doing these two conditions. First one is we are decreasing the separation, and the next one is we are introducing a dielectric constant to 5. Okay, that's all. Figure shows two identical capacitors C1 and C2, each of 1 microfarad capacitance, is connected to a battery of 6 volts. So initially this switch was in a closed position. Okay, ma? If switch was in closed position, first of all let us analyze the situation of that condition. Clear, ma? So when switch is closed, so when switches are closed, what is the potential difference across this one, ma? Can you see? When switch is closed, what is the potential difference across the C1? VC1 is how much? Come on. When switch is closed, potential difference across C1 is how much? Potential difference across C1 is 6 only, no? Because C1 and C2, they are connected in parallel connection. That's all, no? So potential difference across C1 is 6 volts. Similarly, what is the potential difference across C2? It is also 6 volts. That's all, no? Because these two capacitors, they are connected in parallel, same potential difference will be existing along both the capacitors. So if I take this is 6, this is 0, same potential will be present here, 6. Same potential of 0 will be present here. So in between this also potential difference is 6 only. In this branch also potential difference is 6 only. Okay, ma? Okay. Then how can I calculate charge? Charge stored in 1 microfarads and then this 1 microfarads. Charge stored will be equal, no, ma? Why charge stored will be equal? Because potential difference is also equal. Capacitance is also equal. So QC1. So Q is equals to C into V. Capacitance is 1 microfarads. Potential difference is 6. So therefore, it is 6 microcoulombs of charge. Similarly, charge stored on second capacitor is also equals to 6 microcoulombs of charge. So these are the initial conditions before what you called opening this switch, no? Before opening this switch and introducing this dielectric. Okay, ma? Okay. Now what is happening now? Now switch is open. Switch is open and dielectric. What is the dielectric constant of the dielectric, ma? Dielectric constant is 3. So dielectric of constant 3 is introduced. Okay, ma? So now what about charge stored in first capacitor? So charge on C1. Can you say how much it will be? Charge stored on C1 will be how much? So we are opening this switch and we are introducing dielectric in C1 and C2. Okay, ma? Then what is the charge stored on first capacitor C1? Okay, charge stored formula Q is equals to C into V only, no? Okay, so if I introduce a dielectric, what happens to the capacitance? If I introduce a dielectric, what happens to the capacitance? Capacitance increases by K times, no? Capacitance increases by K times. So Q is equals to, what is the final capacitance now? It is 3 into initial capacitance. Initial capacitance is 1 microfarad. Okay, ma? Multiplied by potential difference. So now can you say what is the potential difference about this capacitor, ma? Previously it was 6 volts. Now after opening this switch, now what is the potential difference across this capacitor? How much? Potential difference is 6 only, because this battery, though this switch is open, this capacitor is connected to same battery only, no? So potential difference is not going to change. So potential difference remains to be 6 volts. So therefore what is the charge stored? Charge stored is equals to 6 3s are 18 microcoulombs of charge is present. Clear, Nama? Then what about second question? Second question he is asking potential difference, no? Potential difference across C1 remains to be 6 volts only. Clear, Nama? So therefore potential difference across C1 is how much? It is 6 volts only, because it is connected to same battery. Okay. Now what about C2? So this is total discussion about C1. Now we are discussing about C2. Clear, Nama? Now what is the charge stored on C2? Charge stored on C2. How much it will be, ma? So now we are doing two things, no? First condition is we are opening this switch. Second condition is we are inserting the dielectric. After doing these two things, now what is the charge, final charge stored in capacitance C2? Anybody? So here charge remains same. Okay, ma? Why charge remains the same? Because when this switch is open, now this capacitor, it is losing contact with this battery, no, ma? It is losing contact with this battery. Now this second capacitor, it is present in open circuit now. It is not a closed circuit. So already we have discussed, no, ma? So charge stored in a capacitor does not change if it is not connected to a battery. Okay, ma? Now after opening this switch, charge stored in this capacitor does not change. Even after introducing the dielectric also, charge stored does not change. So therefore charge remains to be same. So what is the charge on C2? So initial charge was how much, ma? Initial charge was 6 microcoulombs, no? So final charge also 6 microcoulombs only. Clear? Okay. Then second one is potential difference. Now how can I calculate a final potential difference across C2? Final potential difference across C2, how can I calculate? Can you see? So V is equals to Q divided by C. This is the formula, no, ma? So charge is remaining same. Charge is 6 microcoulombs. Clear, no, ma? Capacitance. Now what about capacitance? Capacitance, will it increase, decrease, or remains constant? What happens to capacitance? Come on. Capacitance always increases by K times. That is what we have studied, Nama. So when you introduce a dielectric, capacitance always increases by K times. Whether it is connected to a battery, whether it is not connected to a battery, whether it is a charged capacitor, whether it is an uncharged capacitor. Capacitance doesn't depend on all these values, no? Capacitance always increases by K times if you are introducing a dielectric. Clear, Nama? So capacitance is so much? It is K into C naught. That's all, no? So therefore 6 microcoulombs divided by K value is 3. Initial capacitance is how much? Initial capacitance is 1. So 1 microfarads. So micro gets cancelled. So therefore 6 by 3 is 2 volts. So this is the final potential difference across this capacitor after introducing the dielectric. So have you understood, all of you? So which conditions you should be very careful here? The conditions which you should be careful is, we have studied the parameters, Nama. So what happens when dielectric is introduced in the capacitor when battery is connected, and in second condition is introduction of dielectric when battery is disconnected. These two conditions, if you study properly, then solving of these questions will become very easy. Okay, ma? Come on, make a note up to here. So, two capacitors are identical. Identical means what, ma? The area between the area of the plates and the distance between the plates, everything is same. Clear, no, ma? So, X has air, and so gap between these two plates of X, it has air in between them as the medium, and Y has a dielectric constant of K, whose value is 4. Okay, ma? So what he is asking, calculate the capacitance of each capacitor if C equivalent is equals to 4 microfarads. Are you able to understand? See, ma. So let capacitance of X be C. Capacitance of X, let it be C. So if capacitance of X is C, can you say what will be the capacitance of Y, ma? What? Huh? Y C na? 4 C na? K C na? No. Okay, ma? Before introduction of dielectric, I am saying. Okay, ma? If capacitance of X be C, then capacitance of Y will be how much? After introducing the dielectric, it will be equal to 4C. That's all, no? Because after introducing the dielectric, capacitance will become 4C, no? So before introduction of dielectric, both of them, they have same capacitance. Because area between the plates is also same, distance between the plates, so area of the plates is also same, distance of the plates is also same. So therefore, after the dielectric is introduced, its capacitance will become 4C. And these two capacitors, are they connected in series connection or parallel connection? Series connection, no? Then what is the equation for total equivalent capacitance? So it is C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus C2. This is the formula, no? So therefore, C into 4C divided by C plus 4C. So C into 4C divided by 5C. So C gets cancelled. So therefore, how much it is? 4C divided by 5. That is the total equivalent capacitance. And equivalent capacitance he gave, it is 4 microfarads already. So therefore, substitute here. So therefore, C equivalent is equal to 4 is equals to 4C divided by 5. Okay, ma? So 4 and 4 gets cancelled. So C is equals to 5 microfarads is the capacitance of first capacitor X. Okay, ma? Its capacitance is C only, no, which is 5 microfarads. So therefore, capacitance of X is 5 microfarads. Then capacitance of Y will be how much? It will be 4C. So 4 into 5. So 20 microfarads will be the capacitance of second capacitor. Okay, ma? Then what about a potential difference? Potential difference, how can I calculate? Can you say? Okay, ma? So this capacitor is having a capacitance of 5, and this capacitor, it is having a capacitance of 20. And both of them, they are connected to a potential difference of 15 volts. This is the given circuit number. Therefore, how can I calculate a potential difference across X, and how can I calculate a potential difference across Y? Can you say? Anybody? In 2-3 methods we can do this one, but already we have studied one easiest method of doing this one, no? In that method, how can I calculate? Okay. Anybody? V is equal to Q by C, definitely. So then how can you do? So 3 volts and 12 volts is correct, ma. That is good. But 3 volts is across which capacitor, and 12 volts is across which capacitor? 3 volts across X. 12 volts across? No. No. See how we can calculate. Already we have studied one formula, distribution of potential if 2 capacitors are present. If 2 capacitors are connected in series connection, then what is the equation to calculate the potential difference across each capacitor? So I can write like this. So if this is V1, if this is V2, So V1 is equals to V into C2 divided by C1 plus C2. This formula already we have studied, no ma? So V1 is equals to V. V means what? Total potential difference is V here. This is V. C2 is what? Capacitance of second capacitor is C2. C2 divided by C1 plus C2. This formula you should not forget, ma. Clear? So according to this one, potential difference across X is how much? Total potential is 15. C2, capacitance of second one is 20 divided by C1 plus C2 is how much? So 5 plus 20. That's all, ma. So therefore, Vx value is how much? 15 into 20 divided by 25. Okay, ma. So if you solve this one, 5 4s are 5 5s are 5 1s are 5 3s are, so 3 4s are 12 volts. Okay, ma. So this is the potential difference across this capacitor X. Okay. So out of 15 volts, if this one is taking 12 volts, then this one will take how much? This will take remaining, no, 3 volts. 12 plus 3 is 15 volts. That is my answer. Or always you can use the second relation also. What is the another relation for potential difference across second capacitor which are connected in series connection, ma? That is V2 is equals to V into C1 divided by C1 plus C2. So if you use this relation also, we will get the answer. So have you understood, ma, how we are calculating? Clear, all of you? Okay, ma. So here the capacitor in which a dielectric is present, in that one always potential difference will be lesser. Already we have studied, no, ma? Capacitor in which a dielectric is present, in that capacitor potential difference will be lesser. Why potential difference will be lesser? Because already we have studied previously, no? So for example, if this is the plates of a capacitor, if you are introducing a dielectric, clear, no, ma? If this is positive and this is negative, this side of the dielectric it will develop a positive charges, and this side it will develop negative charges. Clear, no, ma? So positive potential which is present on the positive plate, it is reduced because of the negative charges which are present on same side of this side of this dielectric. Similarly here, negative potential is also reduced. So total potential difference between the plates of the capacitor is reduced. So wherever you find a dielectric, their potential difference will be lesser. Okay, ma? So here there is no dielectric, potential difference is 12 volts. Here there is a dielectric, potential difference is only 3 volts. Because its potential difference is lesser, that is the reason why it can store more amount of charge. Clear, ma? That's all. Make a note up to here.